What's up, YouTube? What's up, True That? True That Boxing is coming at you with the good news, you maniacs. Alright, let's get into it, man. We got Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. The Rumble, the Rumble, the Rumble in the jungle. Well, the Rumble in Saudi Arabia. Is it revenge or is it repeat? Did Anthony Joshua underestimate Andy Ruiz in the first fight? He was a replacement. Anthony Ruiz is a replacement fighter. He was supposed to fight Big Baby Miller, true that, but True Baby Miller tested positive for PDEs. He was dirty. He wasn't clean. He got tested dirty, man. He wasn't. He was clean. He lost out on a big payday. Big Baby Miller, you lost out on a big payday, and you probably could have dropped Joshua. But at any rate, that's that. Andy Ruiz is the IBF, WBA, WBO heavyweight champion of the world. Anthony Joshua, you are now a challenger. You are no longer the champion. That got to mess with him mentally. It has to mess with him mentally. I really do believe that he underestimated Ruiz, and he just thought he can go in there and manhandle him and clean his clock and dust him off and treat him any kind of way. But that was not the case. Andy Ruiz is a bad boy. He's a tough, rugged fighter. He's a little chubby, but he's a rugged fighter. He used to spar Evander Holyfield, and he used to give Holyfield troubles. You know, Andy Ruiz is a bad boy, but nobody never heard of him before he fought Anthony Joshua. Nobody heard of Andy Ruiz. Not really. You know, you might have heard a highlight. You might have heard a highlight of him, and it was like, well, who is that? Thank you, Ring Car Girls, for the entertainment. We all appreciate that. But we was like, who is that? So he fought Joseph Parker, and Joseph Parker he had a WBO title or WBA title. Nobody really knew who Joseph Parker was, but Andy Ruiz fought Joseph Parker trying to fight for a title. Came up a little short, but it was a real close fight, and it was very controversial. Andy Ruiz is not a champion for nothing. He worked hard to get to where he was at, but as he was coming up in the ranks, we didn't know who he was. He was a big underdog. Nobody expected him to win. Really, keeping it real. True that. True that. Nobody expected Andy Ruiz to win this fight against Anthony Joshua. He's been holding this title for so long. Okay? Now he's the champion and he likes it. He likes the limelight. He might have been getting 10 calls a year. Now he's probably getting 1,000 calls a year. You know what I mean? He was probably getting a lot of fan mail, maybe 20 a year. Now he's probably getting 2,000 a year. So, you know, once upon a time he couldn't get he can get some gas station, go to the gas station, get some gas, nobody knew who he was. And now he go to the gas station, everybody know who he is. He go to the grocery store, everybody know who he is. You know? He go to the movies, everybody know who he is. Once upon a time, he can go anywhere. They didn't know him. Like I said before, nobody knew Andy Ruiz. Who was he? Okay? I mean, everybody know who he is now. I mean, you know, becoming the champion changed his life dramatically. It would change anybody's life dramatically. And like I said before, is this going to be a revenge or is it going to be a repeat? You know, Anthony Joshua He's been holding the title for a long time. He got some very nice physique. He's big, he's strong, he's about 6'6". He's chiseled, got a little muscles, and he hits hard. But at the end of the day, that jaw is kind of suspect. You know, every fight that Anthony Joshua been in, when he get clipped on that jaw, y'all, he staggers, he's wobbled, he's discombobulated for a minute. But his opponent didn't know how to go in there and finish him. You know, he didn't know how to go in there and say, I got to get him out of there. They was more intimidated. You know how the saying go? A hurt man is a dangerous man. And I felt his power, and I don't want to get hit by him again like that. And he's hurt too. Gave Anthony Joshua time to get himself together, get his senses together, you know, get himself together and come back and make adjustments and win the fight, get the knockout, because the other person is scared. So Andy Ruiz showed that, hey man, I can get back up. Because Anthony Joshua hit him with a big left hook and dropped Anthony Ruiz, and he looked like, man, I don't want to get up again. But he got up and he tested Anthony Joshua's jaw and went in there and wasn't scared, man. And Anthony Joshua just was discombobulated, confused, and he couldn't handle it. Almost went through the ropes. The boy was just like, man, I underestimated this little chubby kid. He got some fast hands and he hit hard. But he tested my jaw, and my jaw was kind of suspect. And I have a O on my loss. Right? Check this out, y'all. Watch where I'm going with this. So, Anthony Joshua, he has an O on his loss. He's a little bit confused now. Like, uh-oh. Do I really have a suspect chin? How am I going to fight this guy? I have to really make some serious adjustments. Okay? Quotes from Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson told Anthony Joshua, get your mind right. Don't go in there into the fight saying that you're the underdog and you got to win this fight. You done lost the fight already. Go in there and looking at Anthony Ruiz like he's the underdog and like he's coming to bring it and take something from you. And you got to go in there and break him off. That's where your mindset need to be. And I agree with Mike Tyson on that. You know, Mike, man, he's a bad boy. You know what he's talking about. And Anthony Joshua, you are the bigger guy. You got more of the range. So go in there and bang, bang. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You know what I mean? You can't let Anthony Ruiz get on the inside. Because if he get on the inside, he's coming to get you, man. So you got to stay on the outside, and you got to be the long ranger fighter. You are taller, you do got the reach. You got to go ahead and jab, jab, jab. Jab, jab, 1, 2. Jab, 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 1, 2. You got a vicious uppercut. Every time he try to come in, wham, throw that uppercut. Hold him. You know what I mean? Hold him. Wait for the ref to break you guys up. Go back to the jab. Every time he try to come in, slip that uppercut. Bam! Slip, boom, real quick. You got to give it to him. Or jab, jab, jab. 1, 2. jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, 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 cross. You know, he come in, slip, 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 bam, uppercut, hold. You know, those are his keys to victory. Going in there and trying to just slug with Andy Ruiz is a big no-no. Anthony Ruiz, I would say, is more of the talented, more of the skillful boxer. Anthony Joshua was just more of an intimidating fighter with a little power that know how to box a little bit. When Anthony Ruiz busted him up and hit him upside his head and had him confused, Anthony Joshua had both his hands out and far out apart. Like he didn't want to fight. He don't know how to fight. I'm hurt. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And that's what he looked like in the ring when he was just taking them shots. Like he didn't know what was happening. The way he was falling, he looked clumsy. So if you go in there and try to trade with Anthony Ruiz and get caught with his big shots, it's the same results. You see what he did to you the first fight. You can't handle his punches. It's obvious. He handled your biggest shot, got back up, gave you his shot, dropped you about 5 times to your 1 time. So it's not smart to fight him on the inside. You got to fight him from the outside. Jab, jab, jab. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Coming in on the inside, slip that uppercut. Boom, slip that uppercut. You missed the uppercut. You got to hold him. You got to be an intelligent, smart fighter if you have a glass jaw. Period. Period. So a lot of people are expecting Andy Ruiz to win this fight now just because of what they seen from the last fight. They say Andy Ruiz whooped him, which he did whoop him. He put hands on him. He socked him up. He gave it to him. He gave him the smoke. He gave him his fade. He got with him. As Deontay Wilder would say, he bomb squad him. You know? Look how he's falling. Clumsy. Just whooped. Just taking him. Feeding him. So everybody's expecting Andy Ruiz to win. But like I stated before, nobody knew who Andy Ruiz was. Just because he beat him in emphatic fashion, very impressive with you know, he just showed his passion on how he whooped him. He gave it to him. How much love he loved the sport. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give it all to him. You know, so he let Anthony Joshua feel all of him. So that's going to be the same thing that he's going to bring December 7th. You're going to feel all of Andy Ruiz. He's going to come with it. You're going to feel every bit of him. So Anthony Joshua is going to have to jab, 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 cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Every time you try to come on the inside, boom, slip that uppercut. Just like that there. You missed the uppercut. Grab hold. Wait for the referee. Break you guys up. Go back to the jab. You can't get on the inside and trade with this guy. You can't handle his punches. Okay? Your mindset now, his mindset now is like he took a big L. Okay? He took that big loss. December 7th, y'all, it's going down. I'm not going to bore y'all. I'm not going to hold y'all up too much. But before I end this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that little notification bell right there. Get notified on all the news that I come with. All the boxing news. This is a boxing station. This is a boxing news station. So go ahead and like this if you like what we talk about on this station. True that. True that boxing. And you know what? Don't forget to share this, man. Share this with all your friends, your co-workers, you know, update them, you know what I'm saying? You got to upgrade them to the boxing channel. True that boxing. Go ahead and upgrade them for 2020. Upgrade them now, 2019. I said go ahead and bang that like button, but we're not banging on this station. So go ahead and throw that jab, bam, throw that cross, throw that 1-2, whop, whop, just like Anthony Joshua better do. You know what I mean? So go ahead and jab that like button, throw a cross on it, whatever you like. But go ahead and do that. And that's all I have for you guys. And I'm on to the next. No boxing, no life. Peace out.